good? What is good? Welcome to another episode of Basketball and Bullshit. I am your host, Mr. Ike Taylor. I hope everybody is having a great Friday. Today we are without the homie Mark, aka Young Guwap, but I do have a special guest with me today. The lovely Miss Angela Denise from the YouTube sensation Angie's Avenue. That's the name of the YouTube site, Angie's Avenue. Absolutely. So I have the lovely Angela Denise with me. She will be chiming in on the bullshit segment of the Basketball and Bullshit. So y'all definitely want to stay tuned for that. This episode is brought to you by through2lives.com. You watch a nice young black couple doing their thing in the Big Apple, showing you all the cool stuff you can do with your soulmate. That you can't really find if you don't really look for it, Also, this episode is also brought to you by Amp Life. Ambition motivates progress. The life stands for one life to live because there's a one within the Amp Life. So it's AMPL1FE. Check it out on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, Periscope, whatever you're thinking of is on there. Alright. Also, through Two Lives, you can find them on Twitter and Instagram. That's THRU, the number 2, LIVES. Alright. So we're gonna recap, right? We're gonna have to definitely recap because the NBA Finals passed on Sunday, and the Cleveland Cavaliers have conquered the 2015-2016 NBA championship, which is a big deal because LeBron James just brought his city a championship. He said he was going to do it in the beginning of the season when he first signed. He signed a 2-year deal, and he said he was going to bring the city a championship. So he brought the city a championship, and I'm so proud of LeBron James. But even more importantly, I'm proud of the supporting cast. I'm proud of J.R. Smith. You got you one, boy. You got you one, bruh. There we go. I think he's a 9-year vet, I believe. 8 or 9-year vet. He's been in the league for a minute. Might be more than that. And he's been grinding for a minute. He had his ups and downs. Was partying too much in New York. Was wilding out in Denver. Bounced around the league a little bit. Found his place in Cleveland. And he got himself one. Also want to shout out to Shumpert, Iman Shumpert. That man got himself one too. You feel me? He was in New York, started his career in New York, got hurt. He was a promising defender. Got hurt. People thought it was over for Shump. He rehabbed his way back, even though he kind of bummed it in the playoffs. I'm still happy he got himself one. The Warriors, Steph and Clay did not really show up in the final game, which is ridiculous because we've been talking about this team the entire year. We're talking about 30-game win streak, undefeated for almost half the season, 9 losses, 73 wins, the best regular season team in history, and they could not conquer the championship. So some people see that as a disappointment. Me, I don't know. If you break records and you don't win it all, does that mean that the record remains? Is it tarnished? Is there an asterisk on there because you got 73 wins and you didn't win the championship? I don't know. Depending on who you are, depending on where you rank this team and where you rank this performance, you might think it's a dub. Me personally, I like the fact that they broke history. You know what I'm saying? They created history and they broke it. Steph had an amazing year. Clay, player 1B, on that squad. He had an amazing year too. Damn near breaking his record for threes of the last year. So that's a very good look. So shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. My condolences to the Warriors, but y'all tried, but y'all couldn't get it. Let's talk about the free agency that's going on right now, man. Are y'all seeing what's going on right now? Are y'all seeing what's happening right now? Me, I've been a Knicks fan. Yes, I've been a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan since 1996. 96. Patty Ewing was playing. Knicks were balling. Gritty team. LJ, all them boys. That's when I was a Knicks fan. And I've been a Knicks fan ever since because I'm born in New York. My dad's name is Patrick. He loved Patrick Ewing. So it was just like, I was born and bred a Knicks fan. To see the Knicks get Derrick Rose, that's big for me. That's big for me. The reason why it's big for me is because we haven't had a decent point guard since, I want to say, Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury, bruh. That's the last time we had a decent point guard. Jason Kidd, he was washed up. Raymond Felton's ass. Nate Robinson, he was too small and wasn't point guard minded. Langston Galloway is a kid. Prigioni's trash. He's too old. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say he's trash. He's too old. He's crafty, but he's too old. He can't defend nobody. Calderon, no defense at all. Brilliant playmaker, no defense. Who else did we have? We had and I said I did say Raymond Felton, right? Yeah, Raymond Felton, he was trash. And then we had Shane Larkin. Garbage, basura. So to get Derrick Rose, a lot of people hating on Derrick Rose. We know he suffered an injury in 2012. We know he busted his knee up a couple times. We know he hasn't played more than 40% of a regular season since 2012. But, we trying to think up, man. We thinking positive, man. He's still explosive because what I seen from last year, the games that he played, I think 66 games that he played, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was still explosive. He was getting to the basket. Now, I didn't see no crazy dunks like I used to see back in the day, but I did see some explosive layups. I did see him getting lift off on his jump shots. I don't know about his percentage. I'm not 100% sure on how he shot, but his playmaking ability is still there. His speed, his athleticism, is still there. The only thing that needs to be tested is his mental fortitude and his durability. We also thinking, I'm through the grapevines, everybody's saying that we might get a decent big in New York. People are saying that we might get Dwight Howard. Now, if we get Dwight Howard, are the Knicks willing to put up 20 M's a year? That's what I want to know. Are the Knicks willing to put up 20 M's a year? Me personally, I'm not with that. Like, Dwight Howard is not worth a max to me right now. He's not worth 3 years, $60 million. That's absurd numbers right there. But then again, Joakim Noah's asking for some crazy contract like worth $120 million, and I think he might get that from Washington. So, it's crazy right now. But as a Knicks fan, I think that Dwight Howard would be the perfect fit because he'll be the gritty shot blocker, rim protector, and alley-oop man that we need down there next to Porzingis. We don't need another motherfucker who's gonna take shots, and we don't need finesse down there. Porzingis is finesse, Melo's finesse. You know what I mean? Derrick Rose is finesse. We don't need another finesse player. We need somebody who's gonna really battle and really give us them boards that we need. Horford, do I mind Horford? I don't really mind Horford because Horford played for Budenhauser, and he can play defense. He can hit the 15-footer. He can hit 20-footer. He can finish with both hands. Is he the gritty lockdown defender? No. Is he a shot blocker? Not by any stretch. He's actually 6'10", so he's not like an OD big center. Porzingis is taller than him. You feel me? And I think Dwight Howard looks taller than him as well. So Horford, he would add spacing to the front court along with Porzingis. But do I want Horford on the Knicks? Would I take him? Yes. Don't get me wrong. I'll take that man. Trust me. But do I want him? I'd pick between Noah and Dwight Howard. Now, Joakim Noah, on the other hand, Joakim Noah is like the in-between. He's the tweener because he gets gritty. He hustles like Dwight. He can block shots. He's a rim protector like Dwight. But he also can get finesse like Horford. He can hit the 15-footer. He can hit a free throw, which is a big deal. He can hit a free throw, and that's huge for me. Hitting free throws is something we got to do because we were the best. The Knicks were the best free throw shooting team in the league last year, I believe. I think they shot 84% or 85% as a team. So that's that. I think Noah will be the best fit in total. But other than that, I think that will be good. Yeah, so Noah being the tweener. I like Noah. Drummond, I don't think Drummond is leaving. They might, because I think he's unrestricted. He's a restricted or unrestricted free agent. I forgot how that thing goes, but I know that whatever somebody offers him, the Detroit Pistons will match. Kevin Durant, where is this man going? Y'all tell me. You feel me? Because Kevin Durant is the hottest name in basketball right now. Forget all about that LeBron won a ring shit. Forget all about Stephen Curry flop shit. Forget about D Rose just went to the Knicks shit. Forget all that. Forget all of that. Where is Kevin Durant going? That's what everybody wants to know. Is he going to LA? Is he staying in Oklahoma? Is he going to New York? Is he going to Chicago? Is he going to Washington? Hometown? Where is he going? Is he going to Golden State? People say he going to the Warriors, bruh. The Warriors? I don't know. Man. I don't know. I don't think he should go to the Warriors, me personally. I think that with that new acquisition, they just lost Ibaka. They traded Ibaka for Oladipo and some picks. So they just lost Ibaka. Now Ibaka's in Orlando now, and Oladipo is in Oklahoma City, for those who don't know. How does that fit? If Kevin Durant stays in Oklahoma City, what's happening there? You're going to have Westbrook 1 and Westbrook 2, and then KD. My man's not getting a shot. He's not getting a shot. And we spoke on this podcast before how KD's not an alpha male, so he ain't going to be looking to be screaming on dudes to give him the ball. You know, especially when you have two dudes like two Westbrooks on your team, basically. Now, Oladipo, he's not a ball hog, but he does demand the ball in certain situations. You know, I've seen a couple of Orlando games. My man's really explosive, and he can get to the rim at ease, so he likes to use that to his advantage. How does Oladipo and how does Westbrook fit on the same squad? This only further lets me know that Westbrook is out. So what I'm thinking is Oklahoma City is trying to rebuild because they haven't conquered a championship yet. The only time they've been in the championship, I think, was 2012 when they played Miami. Miami won 12-13, lost 14, and then 15. No. Miami won 11 and 12, lost 13. 14 went to, and then 15. Okay. So they in 2012 is when they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's when they beat the Thunder, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, y'all let me know. And that's the last time they've been to the finals, bro. The finals. I think this is their first semi-conference finals. Their first Western Conference finals in a minute. So where does that leave them? Like, where does that leave that team as in general? You feel me? Who's the future of that team if Kevin Durant dips? Does Westbrook stay or does he go to LA? Who knows? We never know. So, with that being said, this free agency is all over the place right now. For y'all that's following the free agency, it's all over the place. So we're just trying to figure out who stays and who goes. Moving forward, the NBA draft. The NBA draft was last night, and it was for the first two picks. You kind of knew who was gonna get drafted. You knew that Ben Simmons out of LSU, you knew he was gonna get drafted first to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, does he fit on the 76ers team? Who knows? That's like a rest haven for number one draft picks. Jahlil Okafor was there last year, even though he's not number one pick. He was there last year. Nerlens Noel is still there. You feel me? Who else went there? Nerlens Noel. Who was the other big? Embiid is up there. So it's like it's a rest haven for number one draft picks. But we knew he was going first. In that situation, you take the best player available. Brandon Ingram, small forward from Duke, got drafted second to the Lakers. Good look, because he's a big lanky small forward. He can score. He can score the ball. He can handle the ball. His handle's not suspect. Finish with both hands. Is he good for the Lakers? Yeah, I think so. That's a nice young squad, though. if you're gonna keep it how it is, Russell, Clarkson, then you got Ingram. You probably gonna play. You probably gonna have to play. What's my dude name? I forgot his name, son. Oh my gosh, Young Zebo, bruh. I'm seeing his face right now, but I forgot his name. Jesus Christ. Nah, I was about to call him Randolph too. Whatever his name is, son. You know who I'm talking about. Power forward. Oh my God. Third or fourth round pick went to the Lakers. If his name comes up to me, I'll say it. Him, and then who's the center? Sacre? Nah, can't be Sacre, right? I gotta find the center. Is it still gonna be? Are y'all keeping it at what's that nigga name? Hibbert? Who Laker fans figure it out. One thing I didn't understand was the number 5 pick to the point for the point guard Chris Dunn from Providence. Minnesota picked him number 5. Minnesota got mad point guards. I don't know why they picked him number 5. It beats me. They could have got a power forward. Do they need a power forward? No, but a small forward? No, they don't need a small forward. But I guess you picked the best player available, man. Could have got Buddy Hield. I would have went for Buddy Hield other than Chris Dunn. They could use a shooting guard. I don't really know who their shooting guard is right now. I can't even tell you who their shooting guard is right now. I'm trying to think on top of my head. Is it Shabazz? Not Shabazz. Shabazz Muhammad? Maybe. Might be him. Another pick that kind of threw me off guard was the Jamal Murray pick, the kid from Kentucky, point guard from Kentucky. Denver picked him number 7. I didn't understand that. You have Moutier as your point guard of the future. So what ran wrong during that last season that you had to pick another point guard? We'll see. And then Thon Maker. I like this kid, man. I didn't see much of him, but I saw a couple of his highlights and I saw the scouting report on him. Kick a ball and he's like 7 feet tall, son. He's 7 feet tall, so he's like a power forward, athletic, lanky, about 7 feet, about a 7'4", something like that. Wingspan, can shoot the J, can get to the rack. You just got to put some muscle on. But when you that tall, muscle is the last thing you can think about putting on, because then it decreases from your speed. So we'll see how it all plays out, man. We'll see how it all plays out. This is who to watch, man. Who to watch in the league next year? Definitely Ben Simmons, definitely Ingram, and definitely Thon Maker. Buddy Hield is like one of them Paul George type of niggas. Like he's gonna wind up being nice in a couple years after the league takes place. You feel me? He gonna play behind somebody, and then after the league takes hold, a couple years, he's gonna be nice. So I'll look out for him too, but in a few years, maybe 2019. But anyway, on some bullshit. We about to get on some bullshit real quick. Like I said, I got the lovely Angela Denise from Angie's Avenue on with me today. And we are finna get on some bullshit real quick. So stay tuned. Okay. Alright, on some bullshit. Like, I want to get on some bullshit. I got the lovely Angela Denise from Angie's Avenue with me today. So she's going to help me on this segment of the bullshit version of basketball and bullshit. So Angie, I had a few questions for you, right? Mm-hmm. Aisha Curry, you know who Aisha Curry is?
Yes.
The wife of Stephen Curry, star basketball athlete. She tweeted out the other day something along the lines of, "Oh snap, the NBA is definitely rigged," right? And then she got mad backlash from it. Like corporate people were saying, "Why'd you say that?" People on TV were saying, "Why'd you say that?" Fans were saying, "Why'd you say that?" So what I want to ask you is this, right? Mm-hmm. What place does the wives of these basketball players and the girlfriends of these basketball players or the significant others of these basketball players have? What kind of role do they have when it comes to their husband's career?
Well, I feel like they have the supportive role, the mother if they have kids, mm-hmm. and just to be, their cheerleader. I wouldn't say they should get involved as in saying things as out of proportion, I would say. Okay. That's not good. I mean, okay. Freedom of speech, yes. Yeah. It's fine. But when your husband is in that type of position where, mm-hmm. He's involved in a contract and money is being made and mm-hmm. his endorsements or whatever, Yeah, they may feel like that's out of line, like the companies or the NBA period. They feel that that's out of line. And, I mean... she spoke what she felt. That's how she felt. But then I saw where she took it down, and she probably regretted saying that.
Exactly.
So I think that she should kind of like stay in her place more so. Just be like just be the supportive one, and because if she was the one playing basketball, then there'll be a different story. If she was in the women's. The WNBA.
So if they were both athletes, then
exactly, then she has a right to say so. I would say, but she's not playing basketball, so it's a little different.
Absolutely. I mean, I think she's like I said, freedom of speech is all good. Do your thing, but sometimes you might jeopardize your man contract. By talking, because you represent the whole squad now, right? You represent him. And he represents you, but on and off the court, you definitely represent your man. You feel me? Now, what about when it comes to on social media? Sometimes you see these basketball wives or these athletes' wives in general going back and forth with other women or other followers on social media, and they might slip up, say the wrong thing that has nothing to do with their man.
Yeah.
How do you?
Maybe, yeah. Or I feel like that's just. They should just keep it classy, but I don't know what the situation is, like the cattiness about it. So I really can't say much on it. But I just feel like, why all the cattiness? Like,
I mean, it's, you know how
you got your man, she got her man. Like, okay.
But sometimes, like if you see on social media, sometimes you'll see like a basketball wife and. Quote unquote groupie going at it, and then she'll be wild and like, oh, I did this to so and so, and I did that to so and so.
Now you're mentioning groupies, and the basketball wife is a different story. But of course, TMZ or all these other paparazzis are out there for the latest story, and so if the groupie is saying this and saying that, of course they're gonna run with it, and then it's. The basketball wife, whoever she may be, is going to feel some type of way, of course. But it depends on how she handles the situation, I would say.
Do you think it's her duty to check that situation at the door, or should he check it? Like, which one is it? Or should they just leave it?
Well, I mean, if she's attacking the guy, the guy should say something like, nah, this is not... It's not going that way. This is not whatever. Like, don't put no rumors out there about me or whatever. But of course, they're gonna do whatever they want to do, regardless. And it depends on the situation too. It really depends. Like, if the girl's all out there, like he have no clue who she is really, well, or just saw her in the what do you call it, Snapchat or social media, basically. What do you call it? Instagram models, whatever they do.
Yeah.
I just lost my train of thought.
It's all good.
I was saying that,
like if the person, let's say the groupie or the Instagram model, she's going out there, jumping out her face, saying, "Listen, you don't know what your man be doing." Blah blah blah. So as a basketball wife, should she protect her man? Should she defend herself, or should she just not say nothing in the hopes that it dies down? Because if she says something, it's still corporate. It can escalate to something else,
Well, I don't know. Well, me, I only can speak for myself. I cannot speak for other people. But if I was in that type of position, I would not entertain it, I would say, unless it like crosses boundaries, like when it's getting a little too much. Then I would say something, but other than that, then no, I wouldn't say anything. I would just keep it classy because I already know what it is. She's a groupie, then that's it. But now if you're saying she's stalking us or stalking him, and then that's a different story.
Stuff like that occur. You seem obsessed.
Yes, it does.
Definitely. What about when a fan jumps out their face and says something crazy? Because, you know, fans talk crazy all the time.
Yeah, they're going to talk crazy all the time. And that's just up to the female, how strong they are. If they can handle the craziness of what these fans say. Because I've been a lot of places and around some celebrities, and their, what do you say, security was saying, like, these girls are really bold. Like, they're really bold. Like, one, I was at a rooftop and I met Fabulous. And Fabulous security guard was saying how the girls are really crazy. How one of them, two of them they went to the trailers where he was, like his trailers of, I guess he was performing somewhere, I don't know. But they threatened to throw like bleach on the security guard just to get into the trailer, to get into, to talk to Fabulous. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy. They will do anything.
Anything goes when it comes to these groupies, man. It's ridiculous. Now, another thing I wanted to ask you about in the mindset. Although you're not a wife of a professional athlete, you know, you're just a wife of a CEO. It's all good, you know. It's almost the same. Being in that position, right? In that position, what kind of power do you think you have on your husband, your man, in terms of what he does and what he says on social media as well? Do you think that you'll be able to control them, or do you think they're able to control what their man says, or do you think they're able to control the moves that their man makes? Because there was a story about Doug Christie and his wife, Jackie Christie, and she controlled every single move this man made. Every move he made. He couldn't talk to female reporters. Wow. He was blowing kisses in the stands whenever he made a shot to Shorty. She controlled him. Now, do you think that occurs now in any professional sport with their wives? And do you think that it's more like a jealous thing or a controlling thing? What do you think?
Well, some of them may have the understand. Well, some of the basketball wives may have the understanding, like, you know, they know that this is going to occur. This may happen. This may that or this. So some of them are understanding, but then you have those other, like you said, and she's very, don't talk to this person, don't talk to this, don't talk to females, period, basically. I feel like that's more of a, how do you say, insecurity, I guess.
Absolutely.
It's more of insecurity because it's like, you know, he's going to talk to the opposite sex regardless. Like, I mean, that's on him. If he cheats or do something stupid or foolish or whatever, that's all on him. But I feel like females should not control another person. You know, that's just wrong.
Okay. What about the temptations out there for the basketball players or the football players? Do you think that they are allowed maybe once or twice to slip up? Do you think or do you think it's all relative to the relationship?
I mean, it's all relative to the relationship, but I feel like cheating, that's just foolishness to me. And obviously, if the person is cheating, they feel like their needs are not being met, or they may feel some type of way about their female, and it's just basically a miscommunication. So if you just have that communication and be able to talk to your husband, then, you know, the cheating thing could be avoided.
I mean, these guys are on the road, 82 games. Half of those games are on the road. Are you going to be there with him all the time? Are you going to be calling him every day?
Well, some of them be with them a lot, though. Like, I know Ayesha Curry, she be with him sometimes.
Almost every game she up in them stands because she knows she got a winner.
Yeah. And she be out there on the courts. I saw her. She be like this. Like, yes, I see you. You see me?
Yeah. She's on it. She's on it.
But
she's definitely on it. Well, then I think that, yo, listen.
She want to show face. She want to be like, that. I mean, I already know that we married and all that. We got kids, this, that, da, da, da. But I'm here. I am here. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna recognize me.
Yeah, he's showing the entire family. Name. Yeah, absolutely. Put some respect on it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, now would you do that? Like, you know, for example, I play for the Knicks. All right, and I'm on the road all the time.
Of course, I would pop up and show face.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't I?
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't probably do it as much as the average basketball wise would. Maybe some do more, some less. Mm-hmm. But if I'm busy, I'm busy. But, you know, if I'm free, yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not take a little road trip or see how my boo doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah.
That'll be dope. All right, cool. Well, listen, Angie, Miss Angela, thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate that. We really needed your perspective. Let people know how to find you.
So you can find me on YouTube. Go to Angie's Avenue on YouTube. I do makeup tutorials. And I'm trying to get into the whole advice thing, and I'm going to have more of that. But I do vlogs too. I need to do a little more of that. But lately it's just been dedicated to the females. So I'm going to, you know, do a little switch up because my channel is about everything. It's general. It's not just about makeup only. So I try to tie different things, which I'm fairly new. So I'm going to have some things as time goes on and as I grow with my channel. So, and I'm also on Snapchat at Angie Love _ 89, I think. I'm not sure.
Angie with an E.
But you can find me on if you go to my Instagram, you'll find me on Snapchat. So my Instagram is Angie with a 3 LUV _ ANGI 3 love LUV _
Okay, cool. All right, thanks for coming through. I really appreciate. Ow! I broke my knuckle, girl. I really appreciate you coming through. Yo, listen. The basketball and bullshit tanks will be coming soon. We do have them in the works. I just want to get a nice little head count of who to get them out to. They should be about $24. Not a lot, you know. Support the cause, you know. All this shit ain't free, man. It's equipment and all that stuff, man. So holla at your boy, man. I got him. Also, I think that aren't you coming out with shirts for the ladies?
Yes, I'm working on that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'll let you know in the coming days at least, and I'll hit you guys up personally, let you know what's going on, to shoot you the link to go cop them. We're gonna have them for order in maybe 3 or 4 days. So stay tuned to that. Stay ready for that. It's gonna have the basketball and bullshit logo. It's real fly. You'll see it. And I believe Angie's Avenue, she's having her shirts. They will be I think it's a Nefertiti on it, or some kind of queen, some Egyptian queen. And
it's in the process.
It's beautiful. I seen some of the specs. I was like, all right, this is dope. So for all you ladies out there, all the homies that have significant others, give it to your lady. Like I said, this is brought to you by through2lives.com. Check it out. It's also brought to you by Amp Life. The Amp Life is coming out with that new app. So when that comes out, when that is on the verge of launching, I want to send out testing to all these everybody with iPhones. So I'll definitely shout you guys out and make sure you guys can test the app as well. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, thanks Ange for coming through. All right, peace.
Peace.